made of legends. Welcome to Big D Energy on Woodward Sports. Featuring four-time Stanley Cup champion Darren McCarty, the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, and the iconic Terry Foster. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D Energy.
Yo, welcome back, everybody, to Big D Energy right here, Woodward
Big
Sports Network. Huge weekend of sports activity. I think it is safe to say happy to have everybody with us. My name's Neal Ruhl. That guy's Darren McCarty. That guy, Uncle T Foss, Terry Foster, in the house as well. The birthday boy, Sam Flannel. Spencer Raxter here in the building. Big shout out to Danny Raxter, getting better after the procedure. Happy to hear that update. But, hey, you guys know this, man. We are chock full of football. We are ready to go. Your Detroit Lions, the best of both worlds. The draft capital, helped by the LA Rams.
Well, yes, absolutely. Are they not turning into what I had hoped or what I had predicted all along? So I think you bring it up right there. The victories, as far as about, we always say, Neil, put the tanks in the street when you don't have a chance to win. It's all about draft capital. But what you're seeing right now is what we've learned with that performance. Congratulations to Coach Campbell on his first road victory. But that was a gritty performance. That was a team that still has improvements to be made. It wasn't a perfect game, but they did what we asked them to do. We sit here at this desk every day and talk about, oh, they don't adjust in the second half, or they can't make a play when they need to make a play. They did that yesterday, and we're going to sit here and enjoy. So happy birthday, Sam. Happy birthday, Lewis M. out there. If you're enjoying a birthday, let's enjoy, even though it's cold outside, but it is absolutely warm in here. And we have, guys, back to back victories even in our division.
Absolutely.
And a road victory. So congratulations to the Lions. They deserve it today. It'll be nice. I know, as a former professional athlete, when you come off accomplishing something as a team, they're going to look forward. The aches and pains aren't as much this week. They're going to look forward to watching tape today and enjoy their day off. So, hey, from Darren McCarty, you deserved it, boys. Go enjoy. Back to work next week.
Jump into that WoodwardSports.com chat thread as well. Detroit Dabber 313 says, what up, though? Lots of good mornings in there and everything like that. Steven Syrett, Terry, says, I'm here for the understated T. Foss takes. What's the take, Terry?
My take is, even though they gave up 30 points, I was more impressed with their defense.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. Maybe I should turn this on.
Yeah. The microphones work better when they're turned on, T. Foss.
How about now?
But that is cool.
I was more impressed with their defense this week than
Yeah, well, hey, we'll work through that. That should just take a couple of seconds because we'll have Sam Flannel get that squared away.
The green light's on.
There we go. All right.
There you go.
The green light is on.
Now
so
you're on.
All right.
There he is.
Run it back, T-Foss.
Me. No, I was going to say that I was more impressed with the defense this week than I was last week against Green Bay, because they actually made plays that were impactful. Green Bay, I still say Aaron Rodgers just gave him the damn game. Yesterday, the Lions defense, even though they gave up a lot of chunk plays, took the game away from Fields at the end.
And what they did too, they got a break and they capitalized when Chicago missed the extra point, and they made huge plays offensively too. And Spenmo, I'll have a question for Spenmo because I saw the chatter on social media. I know you're not a fan. I know you're not. I can hear the grunt in your voice. I know, but Spenmo, big third down throws.
Oh yeah,
they were big third down throws.
Yeah, he made a couple nice throws for sure. He also made a couple very bad throws.
100%. Which is
not a $30 million quarterback.
But it is, in the league, a veteran. He is, man. Like that's what it is.
Here's the whole thing. Let's enjoy. A couple things were apparent, right? Because when I'm watching the game and then Tom Kennedy catches big play, 44 yards. What do I think?
Kennedy.
What do I think immediately Sam Flannel, right? Because of the conversation. What do I see all throughout the game in Justin Fields? What you say. Isn't it nice to have a quarterback that, when everything else fails, can make a play? But yesterday, when it mattered, your quarterback, Jared Goff, was able to make that play. His best play of the day, some of these throws. But look at Justin Fields is beating you with his legs, right? He's got to get 15 yards no matter what. Guys in the back are arguing about, Sam Flannel's arguing about, Jared Goff, he went down and he faked on the sidelines to get the 15-yard play like he slipped and stuff like. Big deal. That's the only way he's going to get you the 15 yards with his legs. So he's out there, and you saw he gets up and chirping, but he got his guys going. The one thing that I noticed yesterday is this Detroit Lions team, no matter what, is all in it together. That's what you saw. The Chicago Bears look more like the Detroit Lions. Penalties. We only had 2 penalties on the road. That shows me improvement.
Do you hate the Chicago Bears?
Do I hate them?
The way you hate the Lions, right? You said before. I hate the Lions.
The Lions. I hate what the Lions have done to this fan base.
Okay, I was told that you hate them.
I don't hate anybody. I just hate the way that they've done this fan base.
No, I'm kidding. But wasn't it nice seeing somebody else implode, T-Foss?
It was interesting. Because the Bears do what the Lions normally do. They had the most inopportune penalties, and they were big penalties. And on interception, there was a hands to the face mask penalty. They were awful in that regard. So it was just interesting to see somebody do what the Lions normally do.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jake Wegener says Kennedy. So I'll take that opportunity to throw it over to Sam Flannel. Noted Tom Kennedy basher. Noted non-believer in Mr. Kennedy. But when their feet were in the frying pan, Sam Flannel, and it was 3rd and long, and the game hung in the balance, and they were clinging to hope, Mr. Kennedy saved the day.
He didn't save the day. He made a big play. He made a very, very big play, a 3rd and 8, 44-yard catch. Obviously, that was massive, and he 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, proved that he should be above Trinity Benson and Stanley Berryhill on the wide receiver depth chart without a shadow of a doubt.
Okay. You got a guy you just claimed off the waivers that you had here and you left, and another guy I never heard his name of before, which goes to show you they got it done with injuries or not without, but give the guy props. He made a play.
Hey, 3rd and 8. If Tom Kennedy drops that pass, do the Lions win?
No. Obviously.
So then it was a huge play.
It was a big play. It was a big play. He didn't save the day.
So it saved their life. It saved their life by your definition. It saved their life.
You know what's funny? All these dishonest people in the room and Lions fans. But I'm going to go with you guys. I don't hear about Aiden Hutchinson. I don't hear about Julian Okwara.
You will.
We just started the show.
Yeah, but we're talking about the catch you just said. If he doesn't take, great question. If he doesn't make that catch, the Lions win the game.
You know what? You can trap this guy real easy. He talks, and then you ask him a question, he'll contradict himself. And you do care about Aiden Hutchinson. Don't tell that lie.
No, I mean, it's his 7th catch of the season, and people are already calling him Mr. Dependable. God, I wish that bar for, my job performance was that low.
Well, then
he did make
something. Hey, how about when the lights are brightest and the game's on the line to make a play? It's timing. Right?
Absolutely.
Give him all the credit that he deserves, but you're right also. That's why it was a team, not just that. They still had to punch the ball in. I mean, did anybody else watch the rest of the NFL yesterday? The hardest, that 1 yard to get into the end zone is the hardest from some of the best teams. Look at the Minnesota-Buffalo game and stuff like this. But yes, and then the defense made a play. Things we sat here and said to your boy Aiden Hutchinson, make a play at the opportune time. Not only did he, but acquiring the relentlessness of
Tom Kennedy.
You got to put him in there. Hey, if you're going to give your boy Hutchinson props about making the sack and making a play at that time, Kennedy's in the same spot.
All right, yeah. He did make a very, very big play, and obviously I wanted the Lions to win, so I was happy that somebody stepped up and Tom Kennedy stepped up. I just don't like the overreaction, like he's now Mr. Dependable. He made a very, very big play, and I'm going to give him credit for that. But I don't know. It just seems like Lions fans really want to wrap their arms around kind of the little engine that could player. When you should be talking more about Amon-Ra, Julian Okwara, Jeff Okudah, Aiden Hutchinson.
It's a 2-hour show, Sam Flannel. We can't cover it all in the first 6 minutes. It's not possible. I'm good at this.
We talk about Amon-Ra every show.
Hey, to Neal's point, though, because he did bring up Brad Holmes, and you're going to talk about, the defensive.
Oh, we're going to
guys.
have a discussion.
We are, but here I just wanted to bring up, it was brought up in the Woodward Sports chat thread, woodwardsports.com. Please join in. Hawk, very consistent, 7 for 45 yesterday. But look at your buddy Brad Holmes, the 3rd touchdown in 2 weeks at the tight end position by the 3rd different tight end. Do you think he knows something?
Pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the
dollar.
You like that, don't you?
But we will get into all that. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Dirty Dr. D says, I told you all Fields will get spied and not kill us besides one huge run. Well, I mean, you take that huge run out, he's still at almost 90 yards rushing.
Two huge runs.
Yeah, he was a factor. Let's just say it like that. Robert Closia sent me a tweet, too, about Justin Fields and throwing the football. We'll discuss that as well. Lewis M., my question for Neal today is, would you be okay with the Lions winning games if the Rams continue to lose? I don't care who tanks, as long as somebody tanks.
Yeah, because they even out. So, right? So then you meet in the middle, and then your position.
The Detroit Lions, as it sits right now, select number 8 and number 11.
Bless you, Spence.
And the number 8 pick is via the LA Rams.
Yeah. Come here. Give it to me one time.
One time, Sam Flannel.
One time. No?
All right, fellas, can I say something?
Thank you.
The Lions have been tanking for 30 years. What's it gotten them? This is every year.
Yeah, that's just playing, Terry. That's not tanking. That's just taking the field.
Yeah, that's just them.
Yeah, that's just
no. They always get these
They
high
were doing it on
draft picks.
purpose. That's just what they were.
That's just what happened.
Yeah. Sorry, Terry.
They get these high draft picks, and it's gotten them nowhere.
But they give this guy a chance.
No. What I'm saying is, can we stop the tanking?
You got
crap
a gold
every
jacket
year?
guy in Sewell, you think, out of it, who yesterday looked mean all over the field. The only time that the linebacker got to the quarterback is when he thought Goff was going to step up. So, but I think it's Brad Holmes, Terry. Isn't he starting to prove that he's doing it differently than the guys
you're
before
going
him?
off the wrong track. If he can get people at 7 or 8, but people here are hoping for the number 1 and number 2 pick. The Lions have been doing that for 30 years, and they still stink.
I get it, but I'm just going by Neal's adage about Brad Holmes being different.
Tank every year.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Steve Brown. By the way, Steve, I hope you caught both those get-rights. I saw your tweet at like 2:30 a.m. Saturday night. Thanks for getting me right on Hawaii. I got you, fam. You guys know that.
Wait. 29
and 8.
29 and 8. Guys, just so you know what that means for the non-gamblers, let's just say for the 37 games, 29 and 8, 29 plus 8 is 37, right? You bet $100. That means you're
pushing
plus 2,900,
Yep.
and then minus 800 plus the juice is 880, but you'd still be up.
Yeah.
20 plus bets.
You're pushing
Ladies
2
and
Gs.
gentlemen, that is my partner.
When he went Canadian
our
Football
friend.
League, I'm like, dude, stop it. Sit your ass down
But Terry,
and leave it alone.
We've gone to that neighborhood before with the get-right.
That's
You've
it.
never been
I
wrong.
wasn't here for that.
I was so comfortable with that pick. Listen, I said this before the show. When I think back, because I've been here or tracked them, at least when you've picked them, and out of your 8 losses, there's 3 that I can count that you got bored and went like your Arizona. What did I tell you? Call of Duty is undefeated. You took Arizona. It was this week, like I did, how you bounce back when Miller gets out.
Right.
I know this Arizona team. It's temperamental, but Neal, you should be props. Steve Brown, smart guy out there. Anybody else who's following Neal? And guess what, guys? He stays up for it. You don't have to. You just look at your account the next day, and it's plus money betting for the NFL.
Absolutely. I was up there watching it on the Team One Sports app, by the way, that carries the Hawaii game. So, Steve, I was out there. I was in the streets working for you guys. D's nuts. DJ Chark is a ghost. Waste a cap. Hey, 2 months. He's gone. And it's over.
Never have to see him again.
Never have to see him again.
Just pretend he's hurt.
And there's
Pretend
no
he blew his leg out.
There's no residual money or any kind of signing bonuses that need to be appropriate. None of that. It's over.
It's all about the money.
That's it. It's professional, man.
It is. You know what else is all about the money?
Moneyball
Sports. Moneyball Sportswear is your one-stop shop. Whether you want the latest look in athletic apparel or you need new uniforms for your team, Moneyball has it all. Stop in Moneyball showroom in Southfield and experience the only way to ball. Or visit moneyballsportswear.com. Join Woodward Sports Network's own Braylon Edwards on Black Friday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and you can win some Moneyball swag. Moneyball, the only way to ball. We are Big D Energy. We'll be right back with more Lions.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
We aren't quite sure if they consume more beer or sports. Either way, the heavyweights are here. Live on Woodward Sports, daily 5 to 7 p.m.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness, home of the judgment-free zone. We can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that's always been known for being clean, now cleaner than ever. Tons of equipment, a full-body workout in just 30 minutes with the 30-minute circuit. All memberships include fitness training. All this available to you for just $10 a month. You can join today in club. You'll pass a couple on the way home. Just pull in the parking lot. How hard is that? Really getting after it? PlanetFitness.com on your computer right now. It's Planet Fitness, Darren McCarty.
Where your fitness is essential.
Back at it, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, a Victory Monday. I was told that's what these are, but we are back at it here. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty. Of course, we have Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter as well. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Tap into that. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Mike G says, when did Tom Kennedy become Steve Largent? Mike, yesterday.
Did you know who he reminded me of when he was running? George Blanda.
George Blanda.
He couldn't even run.
WoodwardSports.com chat poll right now. Spencer just posted this. Be honest with us. Who's the better wide receiver, Tom Kennedy or Jerry Rice? Ooh. Yesterday, Tom Kennedy was.
It's a tough question.
How many catches did Jerry Rice have
Kennedy
yesterday?
was Jerry Rice clutch yesterday.
Jerry Rice actually did have a catch yesterday.
I caught him in the he sits in that little box at all the 49er games and gets after it.
Yeah, they fired. Yeah, he's been drinking bourbons and everything down there. But yeah, they fired. Somebody fired a ball through the end zone and he did catch it.
Did he really?
He had one. Yeah.
Was the game hanging in the balance?
The game was
it
not
3rd and 9
hanging in the balance
when Tom Kennedy made his catch? No. The answer is no. So therefore, Tom Kennedy. So get your votes in there. It's good to see Tom Kennedy with 65% of the vote to Jerry Rice's 35%. Good to see common sense and truth and honesty prevailing.
Right. Good to see guys stepping up with the opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a typical guy.
Dom Rivera, massive play, Neal. Not big, massive. Patty Grimes, Sam's the hater. Corona, dude, just give Tom Kennedy some credit.
I did give him some credit.
I thought Sam Flannel was the one who told us before the season began to watch out for Tom Kennedy.
No, he said coming to a practice squad near you. That was his quote.
Right. And then, too, you know what? Because I'm learning from you. You know, life is a learning game. I'm learning for you. When you brought up that point about he's better than Trinity Benson and the other wide receiver that you mentioned, that was tone.
Yes, it was.
Say it again. Say it just the way you said it before.
Absolutely. Which Trinity Benson we just picked up from the Broncos.
Why Trinity Benson keep coming back on this roster?
I don't know, but Sam Flannel, say it again, just the way you said it.
With yesterday's big play, Tom Kennedy officially cemented his
Right
spot
there.
on the roster.
The last syllable of officially.
And then the
He
way
officially cemented himself.
So, okay, say it one more time, the exact same way.
With yesterday's big game, Tom Kennedy officially cemented his spot on the roster above Trinity Benson and Stanley Berryhill. Great
Hey,
job.
did you guys know also too? Remember, 2 weeks in a row that it's Victory Monday in the back. We're at Woodward Sports. If you don't remember, we went through it. So coming up on 2 years being here at Woodward, we have 7 wins. That's 1 win every 100 days. But we're working in the right direction, boys. So congratulations to everybody who's been around. Can you believe that?
It's new
1
for
win
us.
every 100 days.
It's new for us.
It's new.
You know what I'm saying?
Back to back 2 Mondays in a row.
I know we're passing all the established Detroit sports media entities and like digital presence and all that stuff. But we've been around long enough to do that, but we haven't been around long enough to like cover the Lions as winners. But here we are.
Well, hey, you know what? T? I told you, perseverance. We get you there, buddy. We get you there. Neal, you know what I'm realizing? Terry just needed us to be able to, have some fortitude into the Lions.
Stop it. They're 3-5.
What is this? So what does
They're
this
3
mean?
and 5.
What did you take from yesterday, though, Terry? Honestly, from watching it, because it was different, right?
That the Lions are capable of winning a football game like everybody else in the National Football League. It's not that big of a deal. You guys are excited, and I'm happy for you. But the grand scheme of things, teams win 2 games in a row every year. Teams are 3-5 or better every year. This is only excitement in Detroit because, once again, going back to how this franchise has done this fan base, there's no expectations here. My neighbor Frank, God bless him, I like the guy, howling like a wolf because the damn Lions won yesterday.
Well, him and Dennis.
Yeah.
So Neal, so
My
Terry's
buddy
got
Cornbread
Frank.
Dennis. Yeah, I got Cornbread Dennis, my best friend.
Your terminal
Lions
How
fan.
was he yesterday?
He's pretty hyped, man. He is. He's just he wants it because he's never wanted anything more in his life than Dan Campbell to work out as a coach. And slowly but surely, and we'll touch on it, he is, Terry, putting water on a couple of fires. He is. I'm not saying I told you he's a great coach. No, I'm not saying that. Some situations are being addressed, though, that people do not like about him. Is that fair? And
It's
by
fair,
the way,
you shouldn't like about him.
But by the way, the 4th down calls and all that stuff, when they work and you win, didn't hear a word about it yesterday. I was nervous as hell about the goal for it on 4th down at the goal line.
Oh, yeah!
And then we did this weird thing where we ran one of those plays like the Packers would run on us. And the tight end was open for miles. That's all I'm saying.
That's it.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Stuff
The tight end
happened
is
yesterday.
wide open.
And it happened in the last couple weeks that we're not used. Terry's exactly right. So, like what Terry's saying is, hey, congratulations. You just reached the precipice of being considered a football team, a real football team.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Simplex Jack TV says, you know how people wear Superman pajamas? Superman wears Tom Kennedy pajamas.
Hey, but does Superman wear Jeff Okuda, Julian Okwara, Monroe St. Brown in Hutchinson pajamas? That's
We're
the
gonna get
problem
there.
with you.
Forget Jared Davis in there.
Yep.
Always the little engine that could with you people. Always.
Yeah, you people. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Who's a better
It's
linebacker?
coming at you guys.
Who's a better linebacker, Jared Davis or Brian Urlacher? Brian Urlacher at 55% of the votes. Jared Davis is in the fight, though.
He's in the fight.
Curtis Edmonds says, David, you're right. Rice has no business being compared to the GOAT.
That's facts.
You guys
What has
suck.
Jerry Rice done the past 2 years?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Sit there and drink bourbon on the sidelines.
Tom
That's
Kennedy
it.
throws
That
a
sounds like
touchdown
fun.
pass.
Yeah.
Has the biggest catch of the year for the Lions.
Also, too, like I've noticed there's been this little cloud in the chat of people talking about both DJ Chark and Trinity Benson. Trinity Benson makes a league minimum this year. And it's the last year that, like, guys,
I can
understand
explain-
what's happening
Can't
here.
you explain that of picking him up because he knows the playbook? So it was like a plug and play from being here
Well, yeah,
before.
you can flub the playbook. Okay, I
Well,
understand
whatever.
about the money, but why do we have to see him?
In 2 months, you don't.
Hey, if we didn't,
we do now.
If we didn't
because
sign
because
Trinity
everybody else is
Benson,
hurt.
Yeah.
Jared Goff would have had an interception because he literally put his neck on the line to save that interception.
Absolutely. He went down hard and stayed down.
Yeah. I'd rather see Jared Goff at wide receiver than Trinity Benson.
Yeah. Woodwardsports.com chat thread Pistons fan 11 because we have a ton of wideout injuries, and that is why, T-Foss.
They can't find anybody else? There's nobody else in the waiver wire except this dude?
He's making the league minimum, Terry.
Doesn't it?
Oh, God.
Anybody else explain, like, at the last minute you go out and you grab him because he's been here? That has to have meant something.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything yesterday.
Yeah, it did. It meant 15 and not an interception. That's the biggest plays is Goff going down for 15 yards. There's all these things that happen and usually against us. So if he wasn't in the lineup, right, you never know. That was his biggest play.
So Trinity Benson won the game for him yesterday.
Detroit Lions contribution.
Well, who was more responsible for the Lions' victory yesterday, Trinity Benson or Tom Kennedy?
Ooh. Oh, Tom Kennedy.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because if the pass would have been intercepted, it's cool.
If Trinity Benson wasn't there to slam his throat in that guy's fist, Jared Goff would have had an interception.
Yeah, but that's fine. Then Tom Kennedy would have just rose above.
That's a good point.
He would have had to make 3 catches of 44 yards.
He would have just went in the huddle and said.
Tom Kennedy. Good. That's a good question, though.
You know what Tom Kennedy does, right? It's like Adrian Dantley in the 30 for 30. You right? He just looks at the coaching staff and does that.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's like Adrian Dantley, who's a crossing guard guy.
No.
What he did.
He just gives the coaching staff and Jared Goff the look.
Okay.
Like it's time for him to get the ball. And when it's money time, it's Tom Kennedy time.
No, it's Tom frickin' Kennedy.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. No, but we are chopping it up about it, and it's a lot of fun. Chris Pennington, who's a better Major League Baseball manager, Sparky Anderson or Dan Campbell? Well, that's a great lead-in.
It's a good question.
Lots of talk too. I guess Aubrey Pleasant's going to catch on with the Packers, and Predator Kingdom says hopefully Aubrey Pleasant destroys the Packers secondary and drives Jair Alexander out of town. We can hope. Maybe we deployed him.
Hopefully he doesn't tell the Packers all of our defensive game plans and schemes.
But you know what? Here's the dangerous part about Aubrey Pleasant going to the Packers. He could cuss out Aaron Rodgers and tell him to shut up. And if he does that, the Packers might be a better team.
That's true.
Because Pleasant is a crazy dude.
Absolutely. We do have to have the Dan Campbell discussion. I just want to take the temperature of the room. Again, before we get into this, guys, I'm not saying that we've dipped them in the river and all the sins have been washed away. I'm not saying that. I just want. What?
That's just funny.
I just want to take.
But are we on the pilgrimage?
No, we're not going to the Mecca. We're not doing any of that stuff right now. There's no absolution. He shall be saved. There's none of that.
Smell Mecca.
No, we're not doing that. I just want to take the. Can we do it? Can I just take the temperature of the room when we come back?
Please.
When we come back, let's just take the. I want to go around the room. I want to involve the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Just let me know where you're at with Dan Campbell.
Let me soften them up a little bit with a freebie, guys. Yes, Big Frog Ribbit. Get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt all month long. A Big Frog in Novi. Just stop in. Tell them we sent you. Bing, bang, boom. They'll print you one out on the spot. Go to Big Frog Novi. Get your free t-shirt today or visit them at bigfrog.com/Novi.
For a limited time only. All new burgers and loaded fries at Big Boy. It's not a Slim Jim, it's the Big Jim. The chili cheese is such a tease. Guess what else is new? The bacon blue. How about upgrading those fries? Chili cheese fries, baked potato fries, nacho fries. What will it be? Satisfy those taste buds at Big Boy.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
My name is Lee. I've lost 35 pounds on the Custom Health Center program. So the 3 biggest benefits that I've gotten from this program has been I'm not snoring anymore, I have a lot of energy, it's great, and oh, by the way, look at this. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Call us at 844-789-THIN or visit CustomHealthCenters.com for a free consultation and get started for as little as $5 a day.
At Alta, uptime matters. Alta equipment has everything you need to get the job done. The weather's changing. Some people are going to be outside. You got to get to it. Well, give Alta a call. They got everything that you need to rent. Call them today, 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA.
Back at it. Big D Energy. Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, the Tom Kennedy Killer, and of course, Spenmo Rack, Spencer Rackster here in the building. Real quickly, because we are going to get to the Dan Campbell discussion. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jeb Large, haven't seen you in here before, Jeb. Appreciate you tapping into the show. Jeb says, without any cuts, how much cap space do we have for next year? And with the trade of TJ Hawkinson, you now sit at about $23.5 million in cap space right now.
There's going to be cuts, though.
And, well, I'm glad you brought that up because you do have the ability. So we're sitting at 23.5, right? Michael Brockers. Cut candidate?
Yeah, 100%. He's been a healthy scratch the past 4 weeks.
All right, let's bump that up into $33.5 million in cap space next year. Can we do that? Vitae, so we're at 33.5 after the Brockers cut. You want Vitae out of here?
Out of here.
All right, that's $7 million more. So now we're at $40 million.
Romeo Okwara,
you want him gone too? That's $7 million more.
Out of here.
$51 million.
I like it.
There's your answer, Jeb. And then the next year, 100-ish million, depending on all, everything that shakes out, with 6 of the top 65 picks in the NFL draft next year.
And I like it. And to Terry's point that he was trying to make earlier about it doesn't matter in the past here in Detroit about having top draft picks because we messed them up. But
it's a new day.
To me, now Brad Holmes showing guys that he's drafting getting on the field. Yes, we've seen there's been some injuries to some of these picks, but when they get out there, they seem to be able to play. You mentioned something earlier, about guys, is the guy we usually talk about a lot, but just is his toughness and what an integral part or the backbone, sort of the heartbeat of this team is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah, we're going to talk about him in a little
that's
bit.
the apparentness where you start to see as the team develops its culture, and you're going to see this with the Pistons, you're going to see this with the Red Wings because they're starting on the way. With the Tigers, you don't know because you don't even know what pieces you're playing with, right? But as they start to understand the culture, different guys are going to come out. You're going to, this guy's the heartbeat. This guy, he's the tempo. He's the calm, cool demeanor of the bunch. But, you see how Amon-Ra St. Brown, we mentioned that? We always mention that, although to your Tua, you always say Tua has this winning percentage. You have a much better chance with DeAndre Swift in the lineup. He was in the lineup yesterday, and to whatever we can talk about him, because I think people have different perspective about is he in there enough? Is he playing enough? Is he tough enough? Stuff like this. But he was in the lineup, and we won the game. That you can't take that away from him. So this team is developing its own character and its own culture. And to your point, when you get a guy that you trust, drafting guys that get on the field and can play when they can play, I'm all for it. So this is, it's a small clap for something that we hadn't experienced. Yeah, Terry, to your point, that's what other NFL teams do, and even other bad NFL teams.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. And, Sam Flannel, Steven Syrett brings up a great point. But we're going to have to sign Tom Kennedy to a max deal.
That's true.
We have the money, though, right?
We have the money, though, Terry.
Hey, if somebody provides quality, Neal will pay them.
I will pay for quality.
Right,
Neal Ruhl.
there you go.
I will pay for quality. Absolutely, I will. No, but I want to have the discussion, the Dan Campbell discussion. And, look, again, the sins are not absolved. In the waters of Lake Minnetonka, someone said in the WoodwardSports.com chat.
Purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
The sins are not washed away. However, it is funny how when you win games, the calls don't come into question. And we ran a play that we would have been a victim of 1,000,000 times over. And we have to have the discussion because 14 days ago, 15 days ago, people wanted him out of here instantly. Instantly out of here. Just a very simple question on the WoodwardSports.com chat poll. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this. Has Dan Campbell shown you something?
Ooh, I got it.
All right, yeah. Give it to the word.
Dan Campbell a boob?
Come on. Has Dan Campbell shown you something?
I like Terry's better.
No. You know what? I try to do a good show for the people.
You know what? The hell with doing a good show. This is the Lions.
Always about
you got to get
Terry.
silly and stupid sometimes. It's the Lions, man. Stop being so serious.
Has
Dan Campbell a boob?
Is he still a boob? How about that?
How about this? Is a compromise? Is Dan Campbell boobish?
Is he still a boob? I guess that would be it. Again, for me, it's just with Dan Campbell, it's all part of the package. And granted, D-Mac, my take has always been the same, where they're separate entities. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell are separate entities. However, with that being said, one does run in front of the other, to where with cap situations and free agency situations, you didn't have all the available data. But I will say this. The guys buy in. I'm not as much into that as a lot of people are. I'm into winning. But they won, D-Mac. They won, and they've won 2 in a row.
Well, that's the whole thing. At the end of the day, if we sit here and I sit back and say, well, they don't, what are the things we criticized? Look at the things that have changed. We sit up here, I wish the number 2 overall pick in the draft would make a play. He did. I wish, the defense would improve. I wish we'd score in the second half. Anybody else yesterday going into the second half think it would be a replay of us not scoring a touchdown, us not making any adjustments? I watched the clip for whatever reason when I was out last week of you two guys talking about how they can't adjust in the second half. Well, they did, and they still made mistakes, but they were able to overcome it. At the time, look at Jeff Okudah. What did we sit here before the season and say, I hope that he gets out there and he's available in some semblance? Yeah, he's had ups and downs part of the season, but he made a play at some point. Now, yes, right after that, Justin Fields come back. That was some sort of Ohio State thing. But again, he's still making plays and he's out there, the availability. You saw Jerry Jeudy, you saw the defense, you saw Kaminsky, I saw his name. I saw guys out there making things happen, and it was a team way. So if we sit here and go, the end of the day in the NFL, it's a black and white, it's a wins and losses league, they found a way to win. They have to improve different aspects, but there's something there. And I think it's the fact that they're learning the hard way, Neal. And trust me, from my personal experience of my NHL career, 93, 94, 95, 96, climbing the mountain, falling down, they're not even close to being here, but they're on the first bunny hill, and they're trying, but they're doing it together. And that's what I see from the coaches to you. You said Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes, they're 2 different entities, but they're operating, and I think what we've saw and what we've heard out of the Lions from the top is that they're together with their plan. We might not be as media or might not be as fans, but they are. In the last 2 weeks, their plan and their hard work throughout the building, no matter who you were, has shown success in Dublin.
And I also think the way that Dan Campbell coaches and conducts himself, it works better with a young team, because they're still thinking, yeah, I'm just removed from college, and maybe this is the way the NFL is. If you have a veteran team, they would have tuned his ass out by now. They're like, you talking all this rankety-dankety, and we're still losing, and you're making mistakes. We out. But the young guy's like, I'm ready for next week.
Terry, that's a great point in saying the same way works. There's different ways that it works. A young team with the new raw guy, the same way as a maybe older veteran team almost getting there with the guy that's won in a Scotty Bowman. It's the same. We have to listen to him because he knows more than us. He's been there. To the mentality about, well, this is what the NFL is like. This is how it is. But you know what? The perseverance. Now they're punching through, Neal. Right? They're punching through at different times, at different spots, because it is different. I'm seeing something different. And all I got to do is look to the win column.
Mark Walson, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Smarter play calling on 4th and 3 in the red zone. He was smart and took the field goal for the sure 3 points. But remember, they didn't do that when the game was tied 3-3. He didn't do that. They went for the end zone, and they got in. And, hey, You guys know me. I prefer to go for it more than most on fourth down because I'm into analytics and numbers and things like that. Even though Terry Foster hates them, I am into it. But I
don't hate analytics. I hate you.
He hates money.
He hates money and he hates me.
Yeah,
right.
But it's weird because but he drinks bourbon with me.
That's fair.
It's because I'm drunk.
but T, look, you're the most ardent. You've been labeled the most ardent hater by the people.
I don't view myself as a hater. I view myself as a
truther.
Truther.
All right.
What is the big deal?
You are the Silky Johnson when it comes to the Lions.
For me, side note, who is a bigger truther? Is T a bigger truther for the Lions or Neal a bigger truther for Michigan? Or so in other words, who's a bigger
It's comparable.
hater?
It's very, very comparable.
That's a photo finish.
Okay.
What we got?
That
Wait, we got our guy Stick. Hold on, our guy Stick is in the studio here. And Stick, I was told it's National Pickle Day, right? I was told today is National Pickle Day.
Today is National Pickle Day. Come on up.
Yeah.
And, of course...
So what does that mean?
That means, well, since Chubby Charlie's is one of our greatest sponsors, and they have the pickle pizza, my man brought us a bunch of pickle pizzas.
Oh, hello, everyone. So it's weird because
What's
today...
your name?
My name is Mike Thrajewski. I just purchased the Chubby Charlie's in Roseville.
All right, there it is.
Yeah, so
Chubby
November
Charlie's, fine
1st.
partner here of Woodward Sports.
And it's weird because I had an epiphany, or maybe a dream last night.
Okay.
And I was like, I got to hook them up with some pickle pizzas. And then...
Well, yeah.
I've never
National Pickle Day.
had
That's,
the pickle pizza. So my
succulents.
first
You've never had
slice
it?
of Chubby Charlie's pickle pizza will be live on the air in front of Mike in Roseville. Where are you located?
We are in between 13 Mile and Common
Yes.
Road off of Utica.
All right, there you go. Let me see it.
It's so good.
Yes, it is. Indeed, it is.
Don't worry, Neal.
Thank you.
That's good stuff.
100%.
Terry, you want some pickle pizza?
I've never had pickle pizza.
I'll bring you some.
Well, there's no day like a National Pickle Day to try a pickle pizza.
Better than pepperoni?
I think it is.
Tom Kennedy loves pickle pizza. Don't give Sam Flannel any. This is really good. Now, the concept of the pickle pizza, right?
Yes.
Obviously, Chubby Charlie. I've never had pickle pizza before, but
Are you trying to get me to tell the secret here?
no, I'm just saying,
I
like the
can't-
delicious. Sure, but how is it made? What's the ingredients in it?
That's the secret, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it is? But no, I mean the
I can't-
cheese.
Pickle
What's
and
this
cheese
cheese?
and dough.
So the sauce.
What kind of cheese? That's not a
It's like
secret.
a white sauce.
So the sauce I call it succulent sauce. 'cause
Okay,
just
so it's the succulent sauce that
Yeah,
goes with
it's
the
just beautiful. It just
pickles.
matches really
Anyways,
well
thank
with
you.
it. And
No, but
throw some of the pickles on, and then some mozzarella.
and away you go. So where's the location again? Roseville.
Yes, off of Utica Road, in between 13 and Common.
There it is. Pickle pizza, everybody. It's National Pickle Day. Do the right thing. Go get a pickle pizza on
Yeah.
National Pickle Day. Appreciate the pizza, my
I
friend. Thank
appreciate you guys. Thank you so
Chubby
much.
Charlie's, everybody. Best pickle pizza in the game on National Pickle Day. Here, I'm going to hold this and tell you about... It's a banger. It's a banger. Let me tell you about the Sports Marketing Agency. They spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their podcast is called This is the S Word. It's about removing the stigma that's associated with seeking help for mental issues. If you're struggling or somebody you know is struggling, go to thesportsma.com. Again, thesportsma.com. Sports Marketing Agency. They're here to help.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for the Foaling Warehouse in Hamtramck, the home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. Multiple different ways you can play. $12 open unlimited play, as well as private lane reservation for $120. If you get hungry, you can bring in your own pickle pizza. They don't care. Bring in any food you want. If you get thirsty, they got a $2 mystery beer vending machine and multiple fully loaded bars for you to choose from. So make sure you go check them out in Hamtramck or visit them online at foalingwarehouse.com.
National Pickle Day. Some Chubby Charlie's Pickle Pizza. Hey, man, we're just have a day, everybody.
You know what? They
Lions had a
opened
day
a Chubby
yesterday.
Charlie's near me now.
There you go.
Just opened up a few weeks ago.
Pull up on them.
I'd throw some pineapple on there.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bacon.
I'm going to see if I can talk honey bun into a pickle pizza.
I bet. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Our guy Adam Baydoun from the dark side checking in. Has Neal talked about how mid of a quarterback Tua is? Oh, we're going to talk about that.
Oh, he's so mid, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very, very mid.
Change his stats, dude, because every week we sit up here talk about two, and it's win, win, win. You always continue to say he's a 70% winning percentage, but every week it seems like Miami wins, so he wins, so it should be like 75 by now.
We'll touch on that coming up in the second hour. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Paul Thomas. Brad Holmes is a GM of a 3-win team still. And Terry, for the people that say that, what you expect the GM to walk in and everything's different, like just have all the players different and everything like that? Is that fair? Do GMs get treated fairly in that respect?
It's not fair, but I understand why fans say that. Brad Holmes, if he wanted, he could have had a BS roster that was older, fatter, and ate up a lot of cap space. Maybe could have won 7 games this year, 7 or 8 games. But he wants to look at the long term. The thing that fans don't do, they don't look at long term. Brad Holmes is not about winning 7, 8, or 9 games. He's here to try to win a championship. And sometimes when you do that...
And this is Terry Foster saying this, everybody. Think about that.
Hello. No. But this is what irritates me about this damn city. Oh, we want to see the Lions win some games. You don't even have championship expectations. This man does. And he's doing it in a way where he is, to Neal's point, keeping the salary cap low until it's time to spend money. He's got a bunch of young players, because the NFL is a young players league. It's a young man's league. It's what you do. You bring in these young players with talent. Yeah, they're going to get their heads kicked in a little bit, but the hope is that when they're 3 or 4 year or 5 year veterans, that they become very good. Now, the tough thing he's going to have to do, I think his next tough thing is the decision of, do I get a rookie quarterback? Do I still build upon this team defensively, offensively, or do I get a veteran quarterback? So that's going to be his next big hurdle.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Tarek Inman says, I've never had pickle pizza. This blows to watch it. So,
it's so
we're sorry.
good.
Who is just strictly salary the biggest commitment Brad Holmes has on this roster?
Aiden Hutchinson, the number 2 overall pick.
Or Jared Goff.
Well,
No, I'm trying to make the point. It's not Goff.
You're not committed to that, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The commitment.
You could make that go away.
When you look at where is his commitment level, and if it's commitment level that you see is to Hutchinson and Sewell, who are your first, right where it looks at it, does anybody else, does that not go, okay, he's not hamstrung by anybody. He can make these options. To Terry, is he sold on Goff? I don't think so, because I think what Terry said is his next big decision is what's he going to do. Look what he just did with the tight end position. Save money on Hawk from re-signing him, got out from under it and got more production. You got 3 touchdowns in 2 weeks by 3 different guys, but from the tight end position doing things that we saw being played against us. So it's the little things. And I think in building, it's always the little things. So that's what it comes back to, Terry. I guess my question is do you continue to let Brad Holmes do the job he's doing? Because if you see he's working towards a championship, is he working towards a championship with what he's got right now?
I believe he is, because this is a younger team. You can see the talent. And for the last 2 weeks, who are we talking about helping the Lions win? It's the younger guys.
Yep.
Rookies, second-year guys. We're not talking about a 10-year vet on the last leg making some plays. We're talking about young fellas.
That you owe $40 million to over the next 4 years,
right,
too.
Man.
I know you hate it, Terry, but it is relevant. It's relevant to the conversation. Woodwardsports.com chat thread. My apologies that it cut across there. We got a big audience going right now.
Appreciate you.
But I think it was Mark Walston actually that said, you have the foundation. You can withstand any storms financially, because you can.
That is true. But I think what happens is fans here don't understand how desperate this organization was. The Lions were built in quicksand. So in order to get yourself out of quicksand, you got to build a foundation. You got to make sure your line is straight. For instance, I know some people are going to be upset. Should have taken Justin Fields over Penei Sewell. But I think what happened with Brad Holmes, he said, let me get my offensive line together and make it one of the best in football, and I'll build around that.
And Terry, I wavered on that for a minute, and I'm the biggest Sewell stan that there is out here. I'm the biggest Sewell simp walking these streets.
It's not sexy,
right? But
it is.
Even with Justin Fields, and I told you guys, I'm like, man, I watched him over the course of the last 6 weeks. I'm like, man, I see something going with this guy. And, I kind of did a double take for a minute. But you know what I do in those moments? I go to Twitter, which actually sounds kind of weird to say. I go to Twitter, and you see all these different breakdowns of Penei Sewell. And this dude, like I talk about, running plays, he's 8 yards down the field. He's pancaking guys and stuff like that. He, at his position, he's a star.
Smacking people in the face.
And not taking any ish from anybody. Like, he's that dude, Terry. Like, we talk about that Lions team.
To your point, right? Why was Jared Goff so brave yesterday and shooting his mouth off even after whatever like that?
Because he knows who he's riding with.
Because he's got his dogs with him, right? We know Decker's always got his back. But when you got Penei Sewell, and here's the one thing, I think, Neal, what you've brought me around to is that we need a Justin Fields type quarterback, right? I'm not going to give away Penei Sewell, even though I like what we saw, but we need that versatile. We need a quarterback that can make that play if he has to with his feet. I think that was the apparentness of what Justin Fields might have brought to us, but you don't want to give away what you have, because to Terry's point about how do you get rid of quicksand, right? I don't know, but you got to dig down that foundation as far as you go and keep going and keep going and keep going. And it's sad to say, Terry, when you come out and say that this Lions fan base has no idea how bad they had it, how can we not? But to your point, you're sort of right. And to me, it's a foundation bill Brad Holmes is doing more like this represents what Steve Eiserman's doing.
Woodwardsports.com.
Capital.
That is what it is. Woodwardsports.com chat thread, Jeremy Anderson. I love pizza so much it even makes me happy watching other people eat it. It is National Pickle Day, though.
But you know what?
Chubby Charlie's brought some through.
Here's something that we didn't think. You didn't think about this, Neal. We got hot, fresh pickle pizza.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know who didn't get it? The final word.
That's true.
Well, no, because they're going to bring a swath of food. They brought the pizza for us.
Yeah.
But they're going to bring the feast for the final.
They get filet mignon.
Filet mignon pizza.
Yeah. Hey, we know that's true. But why can't we can you just say it again, and can we all just enjoy it like it's our moment and we got something?
Yeah.
Say that again, T. What did we get?
We have hot, fresh pickle pizza.
On National Pickle Day.
On National Pickle Day. From Chubby Charlie's, and the final word does not get it.
A little bit of respect. Hey, we got a little Tom Kennedy respect coming in here.
Not from Sam Flannel.
Made a play.
So maybe we like the Jeffersons, man, moving on up.
There we go.
Never know.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I mean, and that's what it is. Stephen Baffey says Penei Sewell is the best right tackle in the NFL right now. Have the conversation, and we're gonna get more into that in the next segment, because as D-Mac says, and even if you're a hater, some flowers have to be given next segment. They do. They have to. They have to. Because, again, I'm going to come back. I'm coming out with the hammer next segment. I'm coming with the hammer.
You have been warned, just like CMO 313 nailed it. If that pizza was with the heavyweights, they would have ate the box.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Anyways, guys, come to Lady J's for award-winning haircut experience. And again, register for the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win the down payment for your dream home. I'm talking $200,000 towards your dream home. All you have to do, get into any Lady Jane's. Open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Tell them, Big D Energy, we sent you.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Time to talk about Phillips. No, not New Zealand cricketer Glenn Phillips, but Michael Phillips. Looking to buy or sell your home, whether you're a player or a fan, helping you buy, sell, or invest is Michael Phillips' top priority. Being in the game for 23 years makes Mike the #1 option for anyone. If you have real estate needs, call Michael Phillips at 313-403-0011. That is 313-403-0011.
Pulling up on the second hour of the show, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Terry Foster, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter. Last segment of the show, we're going to have Braylon Edwards slide in studio. He's going to take us through that Justin Jefferson catch.
Listen, guys, when yesterday, and we're on our Woodward Sports chat feed, and we're all watching the games and the end of the game, and when it happens and a former first round guy that's been there, done that, comments that's the greatest catch he's ever seen, I'm going to have him on our show to talk about it. So, I mean, if anybody hasn't seen that Justin Jefferson catch...
Oh, it's sick, man. Sick.
Go see it.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of teased this a little bit before we went to the break, but it is time to hand out some flowers. Is the organization going to the playoffs? No, they are not. However, I don't know what more data you need to suggest, certainly with Brad Holmes, that he is, in fact, the real deal. Here's the bottom line, guys. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a star in this league. Not a good player. He's a star. Look at games where he plays. Look at when he wasn't in the lineup. That's all you need to know. A feature part of this offense. And let me tell you something, too, talking to some of the football people I talked to. You know what made the T.J. Hawkinson thing digestible? Because of the nature of the routes that Amon-Ra St. Brown runs. That's why. That trade of T.J. Hawkinson was as much an investment in Amon-Ra St. Brown as it was in draft capital or not paying out a big contract to a pretty mid-tight end. Right? So that's where it is. Star. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Star. Penei Sewell, star. So when you talk about Brad Holmes and drafting and stuff like that, and oh, by the way, Aiden Hutchinson has been putting it together, slowly but surely. And that's fair. That's very fair. He's been very good. I saw you guys in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread talking about it. You guys notice a theme with these players and where they've come from and the impact that they have and the contracts they have? You notice a theme? Man, I just can't wrap my head around what that common theme is. Oh, that's right, Brad Holmes drafted all these guys. When was the last time you saw Lions front office deploy players into football games that they drafted that are this good, that are this affordable? The answer is never. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never. You've never seen it before. So you know what? Everybody just chill for a minute. Brad Holmes is getting it done, and now we can proceed.
True that. Now, the only thing he did that angered me is when he was talking about the Ford angle a few weeks ago, where he would have traded Hockenson even if they were 6-1. No, you wouldn't have, because the fan base would have got pissed off. Even if it was the right move, the fan base would have been so hot. They would say, see, there's the Lions again. They're in contention, and they're so cheap, they're getting rid of a starting player. He would not have done that in a situation like that.
And again, Terry, I go back to it. I don't care what he says. I care about who he drafts.
But here's the thing, right? You're talking about all the talent, but what he's proven is he's drafted also some talented guys, but coachable guys. Because that's what you're seeing, especially on the defense with this young guys, is the improvement. You look at Aiden Hutchinson, some of the plays that he wasn't in on. You look at the Okudah interception yesterday where it looked like he was sniffing out the Bakhtiari, where he got the interception on Aaron Rodgers, where something wasn't there. What do we always say? His motor goes 100%. His effort is there. Now we're seeing his brain catch up to it. What do we see also, too, is these guys playing NFL games, NFL practices, getting reps, and improving. That's the biggest thing, too. You draft talent, but can this talent improve? Is it coachable? Can it get better? And we are seeing that, right? We are seeing that with our own two eyes, to the point that when we ask, can these young guys just make a play, that they're making plays, right? And they're doing it together, they're learning together, so that goes a long way. So not only Brad Holmes gets the credit for bringing the talented but the right guys in here, but also I look at the way that the one thing Dan Campbell says in the, last week when he gave Aaron Glenn the game ball defense, but it's they're sticking to it and they're working their way out and they're doing it together. Like I said before, whatever we think is one way or what it should be, but they're all on the same page no matter who it is coming out of Allen Park, and it's showing by some victories.
I don't think Brad Holmes can get credit for bringing in guys who are buying into the system here. That goes to Dan Campbell. I think his personality is so unique and so rah-rah that I think you could bring in anybody, just about anybody, and they would buy into this.
You got to be coachable, though, Terry.
No. You have to be coachable, but I'm giving the coach more credit for making him coachable than Brad Holmes.
Right, but Holmes it's a combination, right? Look what happened with your Giants and Tony that get their first rounder. What I'm saying is there are guys out there. You guys take it for granted. Don't take it for granted, the coachability. Yes, Dan Campbell, Aaron Glenn, the guys that do the work, but you have to have that in your repertoire.
I think we're getting a little too granular about it, too. They can play. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown can play. That's all I give an ish about, dude. They can play.
Can you play or can you not play?
And that's it. That's all. Because when you go through, and look, people in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread have brought it up. You go through the first draft, Penei Sewell, Aleem McNeil plays, Amon-Ra St. Brown is a star. Derek Barnes put together a great game that directly led to a win last week. Aiden Hutchinson, Josh Paschal, who,
Jared Davis was out there?
Yeah, well, I mean, that is what it is. He's $1 million linebacker,
But I'm
Kirby
saying
Joseph.
He was out there. They're making plays. Like, that's the whole thing, buying in. When you see a team get smarter, that's coachability, buying in together. You guys take it for granted. No, there's a lot of stupid people out there. It's the thing's the improvement on it.
All I care about is they can play. Aiden Hutchinson, again, Josh Paschal can play. Kirby Joseph can play. James Mitchell, your tight end, looks like he can play. He's catching touchdowns in the National Football League. Looks like he can play. Malcolm Rodriguez, looks like he can play. That's 2 drafts. That's 2 drafts that I just went through, T. And you can go back through time, man. Go back through time and try to pick them off. The other drafts. Did the Jelani Tavai, Will Harris, Austin Bryan era work for you? Kerryon Johnson, did that go well? Tease Tabor, Kenny Golladay. These are the picks, man. Ashawn Robinson,
you got to mention my favorite linebacker, Jordan Dizon.
Jordan Dizon was a great one. Amir Abdullah, Did
you mention Jelani Tavai?
I did.
Okay.
I did mention Jelani Tavai.
He's on the roll, so.
Just stack them up, dude. The guys can play. I don't the coachability thing. That's great and that's fun. I don't care. They can play. That's what's different. The rookies and the second-year guys that Brad Holmes drafted can play. Period. End of story.
Amen. That's all that matters. And getting back to before Brad Holmes. They went through 20-something years of bad drafts. You're not going to change around a 1-loss record in 2 years. Now, what the thing, and I think the reason we were so hard on the coach is, yeah, he was a great motivator, but we saw him actually making mistakes out there that cost them wins. Here's what I don't understand. This roster is better than the one that Dan Campbell was given, yet he's winning fewer games than Matt Patricia, who players could not stand and quit on him.
And everyone's flipping through too. They're like, Kenny Golladay was nice. Did he get a second contract here? What guys got second contracts here? What, Ragnow and Decker? That's about it, right? Off the top of my head, that's about it. That's about all I can think of. You could talk about when you go back to it. And Jared Davis and stuff like that, yeah, he got a second contract for $1 million. It wasn't, it was an afterthought. That's my point. You think Amon-Ra St. Brown's going to get a second contract?
Yeah.
You think Penei Sewell's going to get a second contract?
Oh, yeah.
Is Aiden Hutchinson going to get a second contract? Right here, right now.
Trending that way for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Malcolm Rodriguez going to get a second contract?
Oh, yeah.
Probably.
More than likely.
It's all very easy. It is I know we overcomplicate it sometimes. The bottom line is the guys he's taken, they play, and they play well, and some of them are borderline stars if they're not stars already.
So now what did you see last week too? Is now that the coaching puts them in the right position. Also too, what did we say? We thought it's the availability, right? That's what we're fighting against now. So saying the availability. You got to remember, too, you got Jameis Winston getting ready to come back to a depleted, wide receiver room. So what is the impact he's going to make? So that there's another guy you're expecting to make an impact,
right,
to be a player. So, it's looking up. You just got to be patient.
Peaceful Tim says, but, Neal, at some point you can't afford everybody. Well, yes, you can if you have the cap space. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not signing some busters on these long-term deals. As going back to T's point, there are no Damian Woodies on this team.
Oh, no.
There are no cap suckers on this team.
Man just came here to get paid.
And that was it. With all due respect, I know Damian Woody's a big-time sports personality now or whatever, but the bottom line is when you were here, you sucked.
He was still trash in Detroit.
Yeah, you sucked when you were here.
He came here, got paid, and got fat.
No lies detected.
Really?
That's absolutely it. Future twist. Why is it when we lose a game, everyone's like, Dan Campbell isn't the guy, Hutchinson isn't. I don't know what he meant to say there. I'm assuming Hutchinson isn't good. Then we barely scrape a 1-point win out, and suddenly Campbell is king. And future twist, look, man, I qualified this, where the sins are not absolved. They're not. But to D-Mac's credit, he coached a great game yesterday.
Factual.
Because it worked. Because going on it on 4th and goal from the 2 worked, and the tight end was wide open. And they got a touchdown.
How about also the thing that always we always ask, the pre-snap penalties. Like the Bears were making all the penalties. We had 2 penalties on the road. The discipline can't go without saying, because that's coachability, right? That's coaching. That's guys buying in. So, I mean, it's just baby steps. It's the progress to happen, and you got to call it like you see it. The last 2 games were different. They found a way to win. It wasn't pretty, so to speak, right? You still got gashed by a quarterback that ran for almost 150 on you, right? You still haven't improved, but you improved enough to be able to make the final play. And you know what? The difference is that you're usually the one missing the extra point, or when it comes down to it, and you didn't.
2 penalties.
Nice.
2 penalties on the Lions. That's amazing in and of itself. That's amazing to me.
That's mind-blowing.
No turnovers.
No turnovers. That's right. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Steve Lehman says that's the huge culture change, getting vets here to play, not just to get paid. I'm looking at you, DJ Chark. Well, Steve, 2 months, DJ Chark is a financial memory.
Yeah, it's a 1-year deal. It's not.
You had to sign somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love it. It's over.
All the Captain Hindsights in the chat. DJ Chark was a waste of money. We never should have done that. Blah blah blah. If you at the end of last year were told that the Lions were going into next season without signing a wide receiver, you would have thrown a riot. So calm down.
Do you think the Giants would rather have Kenny Golladay or DJ Chark right now?
DJ Chark, 1,000,000%.
I'm just saying.
No, I still say Golladay. Chark is
Terry,
trash.
they owe him $70 million.
At least he can catch a football.
Can he? You got to be in the game.
Yeah, he doesn't play.
He doesn't play. He got benched again yesterday.
Neither is Chark.
Well, but I know. But Chark's done in 2 months.
He already got it.
Zero financial liability. They're still going to owe him $70 million. Come on, T-Foss. I know you hate money. I know you do. But I know you like Cintron. It's the official energy drink of the Red Wings. They've combined all 3 of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler box. So why wait? Try Cintron's great tasting cranberry, classic, and sugar-free, all in one Red Wings themed package. Okay. Order that Cintron 6-pack sampler box at CintronWorld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron, and let's go Red Wings.
Get dope like me.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG, and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
What's a winter wonderland if you can't shop, eat, and play? Lucky for you, you can do it all at the Downtown Detroit Markets, Cadillac Lodge, and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway, all located just across the street from Campus Martius Park. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Neal Ruhl here for Custom Health Centers. Get your customized approach to weight loss. Think of all the way that your weight affects your health. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Custom Health Centers has had over 20,000 success stories. It's been their honor to help many professional athletes lose weight and improve their health. People like Detroit Lion great Eddie Murray and Detroit Piston bad boy Rick Mahorn. Start losing weight today. Call Dr. Jason and Custom Health at 844-789-8446. That's 844-789-THIN. On and poppin', Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, Terry Foster, Spencer Raxter, and of course, Sam Flannel here in the house. And the WoodwardSports.com chat thread says and again, you guys are showing out today, man. Huge audiences, huge presence in the chat as well, WoodwardSports.com chat. One of you said the Giants could trade Galladay for a 7th-round pick and ask for a 7th-round pick, and no one would take him. I'll even back that up to say the Giants would say, we'll give him to you, and we'll split the contract with you. And no one would.
And you can have a 7th-round pick.
And you can have a 7th-round pick.
That's the one thing is that you could be grateful for is that you don't have, like I asked you, looming on your payroll, right? Because what's the cap hit for Galladay? Like, they're just stuck with leaving him right there as a dead body, right?
Yep, he's $21.1 million this year, $21.4 million
so you got that
next year.
going for you moving forward.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Absolutely.
Got a good agent.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, he does.
Named Matthew Stafford because he made him look like a good receiver.
No, yeah, absolutely he does. We got to have the discussion, Spencer.
I'm down.
As much as you don't want to. This is what it is with Jared Goff, man.
Let's discuss.
This is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know you're not a fan. Yesterday was pretty much Jared Goff.
Yeah.
This is what you get. This is what you're paying him in relation to.
Yesterday was the good end of Jared Goff.
100%. To change your stance at all, it doesn't.
Not at all.
How could he not be good with Tom Kennedy?
That you notice a correlation.
Yeah,
that's true.
That was tone too. That was T-Floss tone right there.
Darren McCarty, our Minister of Accountability and Minister of Tone. Tone detection.
Tone detection.
That's his Calvin Johnson, bro.
Real quick, Dom Rivera. Neal, please say your Kenny Galladay monthly fact for the newcomers. Amon-Ra St. Brown's entire contract with the Lions, entire rookie contract, is less money than what Kenny Galladay made this September. There you go, Dom. That one's for you. It hits you every time.
Kenny Galladay's got a great agent.
I thought he was going to say that Amon St. Brown's entire contract, is less than what Kenny Galladay cost the Giants in 1 quarter.
Yeah, so it is. It's certainly rough. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Steve Lehman. Goff is too Heckle and Jekyll, way too inconsistent, apply pressure, and he cracks like a porcelain doll. But to be fair, every quarterback in the league, D-Mac, when you run pressure stats and things like that, and every quarterback is like that.
Not every quarterback leads the NFL in turnovers since 2019, though.
And that is true.
Isn't it fair to say Jared Goff's mid?
He's on brand.
Yes.
He's on brand. He's top end mid.
No.
Is he not? Like right in the middle to what it is and where his contract's at compared to everything else is sort of what you saw is what you got. And you know what? At the end, it's sort of like Kenny. Yeah, he can bring us back. Will he bring us back? It's sort of up in the air. But he is what you have right now. I think here the conversation goes back to what Terry said in the first hour. Right? Brad Holmes' next big decision is, am I better with them or do I go get that younger guy? Right? This is the conversation, and it's percolating. But this helps Goff's cause at the end of the day, game manager, and he's a little bit above that, but do I trust him? No, because to your point, Neal, I want somebody that when it all comes down to
if
that they got
covered.
their legs at the end of it, that they're not entirely out of it. With him, unless things go perfectly, and I look at, here's an example yesterday, right? And I'll go to your gold jacket guy, Penei Sewell. Well, in the stat book, it looks like he gave up a sack, but if you watch and listen to the announcers, it's because lack of communication, because Goff was supposed to step up into the pocket. Well, if I see it, I automatically think, well, if that was Justin Fields or somebody that is versatile with his legs, boom, he runs out of there. So these are the conversations that your boy Brad Holmes has to have, but he could be the guy.
And I want to get
Terry's right.
I want to get Terry's take in a second, but let me, since it popped in my mind and you brought it up real quick. You guys know I'm a play-by-play announcer, do television and stuff like that. I don't like to criticize announcers. You very rarely hear me do it publicly. But Mark Sanchez ain't it. Mark Sanchez is rough. Like, Mark, stop yelling. When the play's happening, let the play-by-play guy do the job without having to talk over you, too. Mark, you're going to get ample time to talk. Just be quiet for 4 seconds. Let the play out. Then you can do your thing. Like, it's bad, dude. Real bad. All right,
That's what he had to learn as a quarterback. Let the game come to you.
But Jared Goff, Terry, your thoughts?
Jared Goff, what's that word? Meh?
Mid.
Yeah, meh.
That's the same thing.
He's a bridge quarterback. That's exactly what a bridge quarterback is.
All right, and I'm glad you use that terminology. Spence, has he been on brand as a bridge quarterback?
Yeah, for sure. It's Justin Fields, is Jimmy Garoppolo, is Ryan Tannehill, is a guy like that. It's not someone I want to pay $30 million for. Jared Goff, not Justin Fields. Jared Goff is Ryan Tannehill. Jared Goff is Jimmy Garoppolo. They are all in that same caliber of player.
He's a starter in this league. There's a lot of bad quarterbacks in this league. A lot of bad quarterbacks. He's a starter in this league.
He's in the 15 to probably 20.
He's a top 32 quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Is that fair? He should be a starter, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I
So
just
then he's
watched
on
Colt
brand.
McCoy and John Wolford start for Arizona and the Rams.
And here's you brought it up too, and I'm curious to get T's thoughts on it, because Brad Holmes has to quote unquote make his decision or whatever. He's let it play out. There's minimal damage to walk away from him this year. There's even less damage to walk away from him the year after that. Virtually none whatsoever. You'll actually get a nice little bump to your cap, your salary cap for the next year. He has the freedom to do it all. I know you hate money, T, but he has put them in a fight. Spence, what do you got?
I just want to say, for me, I'm not asking for a quarterback to be Josh Allen or Patrick Mahomes or Tom Brady. Like, those guys are generational talents. I just want something elite out of my quarterback that I can hang my hat on, whether that's arm strength, pocket presence, mobility, athleticism. Goff doesn't have any of those.
Well, then
that's what it is for me.
And Spence, I'll always put it back to you on that. Then what's the play?
Get a rookie. I'm going to keep saying this. Draft a rookie quarterback.
So then you want Goff for 2 more years, because that's what you're saying.
No.
When you say, I want a rookie, that's what you're saying.
No, it's not. You see what the Jets are doing with Zach Wilson, who came in there and started immediately. You're seeing what the Giants are doing with Daniel Jones, who came in there and started immediately.
But was a turnover factory
these guys
for the first
are
2
not
years.
Elite quarterbacks. They don't even have elite traits, but they're put in that system, and they're on a salary that you can put pieces around them. If you're telling me you don't think a rookie quarterback can come in here and go for 243 yards and 1 touchdown in a game,
dude,
that's all. That's what it was.
2 or 3 picks.
Spence, Daniel Jones was a turnover factory.
He was.
Less F-150s roll on him here.
But now he's got a team that's fighting for first place in their division.
And that was what? A 3-year process,
yeah,
right?
And what is Zach Wilson doing right now?
He had so many turnovers, you couldn't win with him.
And you know why they fixed it, though? Because they're not paying him $30 million a year. He's still on that rookie
but that doesn't
contract.
take away the fact that you had that 3-year house of pain
Zach
that you
Wilson
had to go through.
is doing it in year 2, and he was injured for year 1.
Do you think
this is his first year as a starter?
Do you believe in Daniel Jones and Zach Wilson as the guys to get the Jets? And to Terry's point, if Brad Holmes is building a championship and he wants to win a winner, are those no? So to your point, if you tell me who that guy is in this draft, quarterback to draft, because you think after a year in the league that you could use the money to put around, but he can do this, he can do that, he can do that. The biggest thing yesterday you nailed from Jared Goff, who's known to put the ball on the ground and throw interceptions or whatever, he took care of the ball.
Yeah, he did.
So what he did yesterday is you need somebody doing the minimal of what he's done or better. Now, is that quarterback in this draft or is it in the next draft? To Neal's point, to do it right, you want to put him at least a year behind to learn the system so he doesn't have to get thrown in like these guys.
Yeah. I believe Bryce Young or C.J. Stroud put you in a better situation than Jared Goff for a potential playoff run or Super Bowl
for next year.
And for next year. I believe if you take Bryce Young or CJ Stroud and insert them into this team next year, they can do the exact same thing Jared Goff is doing for a tenth of the price.
I say screw next year. You have to look long term. Whatever quarterback is here,
got to.
Can they win a championship with the Detroit Lions? I know it's a word we never heard with them, but the next quarterback has to be a guy that can lead you to a championship. Is it Jared Goff?
No.
Probably not. Is it C.J. Stroud? Is it
Bryce Young?
anybody?
Bryce Young?
Brandon Hooker.
Is it Lamar Jackson? I mean, that's what you need to look for. He going to lead us to a championship, whoever it is.
Which backs me up to Brad Holmes. We could do all of those things. There's not a scenario you just laid out that is unattainable for the Detroit Lions.
You just say you can have whatever you like.
As T.I. said.
That's right.
You can have whatever you like.
Stacks on me, Patron on ice.
Bars on a Monday.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
The bonus for the peeps out there.
That's my point about it all, with the Spennies and everybody else. And look, regardless, welcome into the WoodwardSports.com chat thread, by the way. Regardless says, and he's low-key accurate with this, you're not easily going to replace Goff. And I'm starting to get that feeling.
See, that's the one thing also, too, is the greener grass on the other side.
Well, Spence, right? So to Spence's point, you think they could literally draft any quarterback?
Any high level rookie, yes. I think they could bring.
So one of those two picks.
One of the top three. Well, yeah.
And you no question in your mind think that they'll be better than Jared Goff.
Not better immediately, but get the same results and be better going forward. Yes. I'm not in the camp of get rid of him right. You know, I said it at the beginning of the year. He is what he is. He's a bridge quarterback. You have him for this year. But for me, it's the guy is not elite. I'm so GD sick and tired of seeing Lions fans saying he's elite. He is a top 5 quarterback. He can do. No, he's not. Get over yourselves. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. And they need to address that in the draft. That is what you do as an NFL franchise.
But to Terry's point, you got to be that quarterback that they see taking you to the edge before the 5-year contract period runs out, or your argument to salary cap, you have to pay the guy.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways.
Hey, if you don't have it in your salary cap to sit front row, what should you do?
Oh, well, we got you here. Woodward Front Row. Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row to the Thanksgiving Day football game. That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting row 1. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share a post on Twitter and Instagram and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of these people are following Woodward Sports too, and if we pick your name, bing, bam, boom, you're sitting in the front row, best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on to Twitter, Instagram, tag your crew today. This is brought to you by Lady Jane's Custom Health Centers. Make sure you tell them Big D Energy we sent you.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1, what's your why? More epic energy, better sleep, blow off steam? Step 2, join Planet Fitness for just $10 a month and get moving in our clean and spacious clubs. Step 3, bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for just $10 a month.
Join today at any of the 50-plus Detroit area locations.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you wanna know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991, Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
Guardian Alarm, they keep you safe and give you peace of mind, whether you're home or on the road, with their personal safety or for your business also. So if you want to be part of the Guardian Alarm Woodward Sports family, you can be, but I need you to call. It's 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
How many straight days of flannel protection?
155.
155 straight days of flannel protection. Guardian Alarm, give them a call today, 1-800.
Stay out. Get out of my house.
Stay out of his house, stay out of our house. Guardian Alarm, your local security experts.
Hey, yo, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter, WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Our boy Easy, you could for sure easily replace Goff. What's Easy's plan? I give him the keys right now. What's his plan? Is it your plan?
Yeah, draft a young quarterback.
Okay. So you just, what's he cutting Goff and you bring a rookie in here and you go?
Yeah.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
You got to make bold moves when you're
very bold strategy. Dr. Detroit, Neal, Chicago will have more money than the Lions next season, so you need to understand we'll have competition in free agency. A few teams with $100 million, so that's a reality check. I didn't say that they have the most cap space in the league. I said they're in the discussion, and they can force their way into the discussion. That's the thing with me. And the whole quarterback thing. I said this. Like I said 3 weeks ago when we had this chat when Chicago was on Monday Night Football, what organization would I rather be? I would rather be the Bears than the Lions.
Oh, yeah, maneuverability. Yeah, that's where all the money is.
Because of maneuverability.
Stuff like this. So,
and you appear to have the quarterback on the rookie deal that can play.
Regardless of which direction you want to go, when do you see the decision being made? When will you know which way Brad Holmes, to Terry's point, has to make a decision to go young or go Goff?
You'll know on draft day, or you'll know when the Lamar stuff breaks, whatever's going to happen.
Because Lamar is still, to your point, with the way your books are, an option.
Very viable option. Very viable option.
We'll know by late spring. The Lions going to be in a vastly different situation or going in a different direction. I mean, they've kicked the ball down for years. They could have drafted a good quarterback, but they had Matthew Stafford, and now they're waiting for the Jared Goff thing to play out. But I think this year's the year they got to make that decision. You can't kick the ball down the pipe anymore.
Yeah, and it's getting down to that time, no doubt. Mm-hmm. No doubt about that. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. This is a valid point, too. Brian Van Valkenburg. You need to know what this could look like with Jamison Williams.
No, I don't.
I knew Spencer was going to say that.
I saw Jared Goff in one of the best offenses the NFL has ever seen, and what he did was lose in the Super Bowl and not throw a touchdown.
Who's a better quarterback right now? And I'm going to do the rare thing where I say take the contract out of it because we know where I would be. Is Justin Fields better than Jared Goff right now?
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Yeah. It
just
seems like he saw the field. There were moments of the game yesterday where it was like, we can't stop this guy. Because whether it was the play action, the run where he was running, and then he was getting his running backs involved, or they go play action, and we don't even know where a tight end is. We can't cover anybody in the backfield, which was, a blessing that Komet sort of pulled up lame. But you saw the evolution of this kid. So hopefully, maybe to the point, is that what they're producing now in Ohio State? So maybe C.J. Stroud comes along. But yes, to the fact that the development.
I gotta address something real quick. Peaceful Tim in the Woodward Sports Chat. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl 30 years ago. 40 years ago. The NFL has changed a little bit since
maybe
then.
The greatest defense that's ever played in football.
Jeez Louise. I'm so sick of hearing about Trent
hit
Dilfer.
Guys a little harder back then on defense.
No, absolutely.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl when you threw the ball 15 times a game.
Paul Thomas says, but yet Justin Fields lost that game for them, actually.
Did he? Or did their kicker, who missed the extra point?
That pick six was one of the worst pick sixes I've ever seen, to be fair, especially in that situation.
That was a real on the next play. He knew that. How do you bounce back for a mistake? Take it the second play later and go yard on you.
Yeah.
So it evens out. So don't take that one in there.
This is something too where it's kind of run its course with me, Terry. Here on Mark M says if Justin Fields gets turf toe, he is a bottom tier quarterback. Well, if Brady breaks his right hand, he's the worst quarterback in the league. Like you can't, and that's what I keep hearing too, Terry, about like the Lamar Jackson thing. And there's discussion, no way Baltimore lets him go. He ain't coming here, all that kind of stuff. All I can do is take things at face value with what I'm told. Lamar says he won't play. He won't play for the franchise tag. Like he will physically not play for the franchise tag. And in the end, he holds the cards because if Lamar doesn't play, Baltimore doesn't win. Period, end of story. So, he has the ultimate leverage. But T, my thing with that is we always do that, right? Well, if he gets hurt, well, duh.
That's anybody, yeah.
So, it is. That's what it is with me. We do got to take a little spin around the NFL. Cooper Kupp got hurt yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that poor kid.
And Matt Stafford's already hurt.
Who called that one out? Back at the beginning of the year to watch it down, shut him down,
Didn't
shut
look
him
right.
down more. Right here, this guy, right there, D-Mac was right. And that's the whole thing. That's the blessing of the young guys of the Lions getting wins and squeezing it down from the top. Good. We could have a top, Neal. In all seriousness, right now, we could have a top 10 pick because of the LA Rams.
According to my second favorite website, next to Spotrac, which is the
salary
cap.
Rams tanking for the Lions.
My second favorite website, Tankathon.com, has the Rams sitting right now at the number 8 pick, which conveys to Detroit, and the Lions sitting with the number 11 pick. So here we are.
You can put those together and get your quarterback.
What's that?
You can put those 2 draft picks together and get your quarterback.
That's the whole point, right? The whole point is the fact is as long as the
I don't think you can. Because Houston needs a quarterback too.
Right here, if you took a quarterback right now, who would it be? You're not sold on anybody yet?
I'm not, man. I'm not.
See, I go Stroud.
If you said, all right, Neal, you have to take one. I think I would take Stroud.
Your furnace is on fire, bro.
Yeah. We're going to take your furnaces away if you don't pick a quarterback.
We're going to light up your 4th furnace, bro. We're still taking it back.
What about you, T-Foss? Who would you take, Stroud or Young?
I do not think I would take Stroud. I think I'd go with Alabama.
Yeah. What about you, Spenny?
The guy
I'd go Bryce
I
Young.
can't draft.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams.
I'd go Bryce Young.
Would you?
Yeah. Even though he's 5'4".
Yeah, I can't kill you. What do you got, Sam Flannel? You would take J.J. McCarthy, right?
No, I would. He's not even draft eligible. Maybe in the 2024 draft, but I would take Bryce Young as well. I think he's shown some mobility, and what he's done with a wide receiving core that kind of got depleted after last year. He's in a lot of ways, I think, had an even better season. Give me Bryce Young.
I was worried until Flannel wanted Bryce Young. Now I know Stroud's the right pick.
Hey, Flannel, if he were eligible, would you pick J.J. for the Lions?
No.
Why not?
He's got to show me.
Well, no, because he doesn't want to trade both the picks to get up to number 1 to do it.
Oh, okay.
He's going to be the number 1 overall pick, right, when he comes out in the draft? That's what I was told.
We'll see how next year goes. I mean, he's talented like that, but he hasn't shown enough this year to be a number 1 overall pick.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
And you know what? Was all that rigmarole that we went through at the beginning of this season worth it?
Of course
they
it
had
is.
the quarterback competition. Aren't you getting the same quarterback play this year that you got last year?
Yes.
No, I'm getting a 7-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio. He's been better than Cade, and he has running ability. He hasn't been worlds better than Cade McNamara, but just the threat with his legs is helping Michigan. You can see
big in that win over UConn.
Wait a sec. It's the JJ coming out party, boys.
Oh, no. Was UConn? Yeah, it was big in the UConn game, right? That's a game he didn't have any passing touchdowns in.
It's a big win. They're bowl eligible.
It was a big win.
Over a bowl eligible team.
It was big in
probably
the
the best team they played this year.
It was okay.
And could be here in Detroit.
I mean,
it's a little pizza
you're just
bowl.
biased, so because you hate James Franklin.
No, that's honestly it's either them or Illinois, and Illinois.
Well, I mean, they haven't played them yet, but yeah, obviously, it's Penn State and then UConn.
Yeah.
No.
Who's better?
Michigan State.
No.
Yes.
Michigan State's not bowl eligible yet.
Yeah.
They're going to be.
UConn is.
They're obviously going to be bowl eligible when
Are they?
When they beat Indiana. They're going to beat Indiana. Come on, Spence. You know they're going to beat Indiana.
I don't know.
I thought the sky was falling in Spartyville.
Yeah.
It is funny, though, when you start working back through that Michigan schedule. UConn and...
Maryland's better than UConn.
Tone alert.
Are they bowl eligible?
Iowa's better than UConn. Yes, they are. Iowa's better than UConn.
Iowa sucks.
I know Iowa sucks, but they're bowl eligible. You see that?
Are they?
Oh, they are, actually. They're 6-4. That did happen.
Kirk Ferentz, man.
You know who else is bowl eligible?
Those checks.
Illinois.
Yep.
They are.
Bowl eligible doesn't mean anything to me. It just means you're mediocre.
It does if it's UConn. That's pretty. What Jim Moore has done there is pretty impressive.
Yeah. I want to see check their schedule.
No, all right. Hey,
please.
I get it. Whatever. I do want to take a spin around the NFL when we come back. But hey, let me tell you about something cool that's going on at Big Boy. This isn't a long commercial, everyone. I'm going to cut the ish and get straight to the point. November 22nd, it's 99-cent Big Boy Day.
Oh,
go
dang.
into Big Boy.
What?
All you got to do, purchase a Pepsi. You get a Big Boy for 99 cents November 22nd.
Just one?
What are we doing
That's
here,
it.
guys?
Mic drop.
That's it.
Yeah.
November 22nd, available only at Big Boy.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
When it comes to making your haircut truly an experience, there's no better place than Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Come to any one of our 26 Metro Detroit locations for an award-winning haircut experience and qualify for a chance to win a down payment for your dream home up to $200,000. Our precision haircut and talented stylists will have you looking good, feeling good, and give you a chance to change your life forever. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. Baby, talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for Chili Peppers Tanning, where you find the cleanest salons in the DU. Spotless, sanitized rooms, and trained and certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club. Get all the best deals. They'll beat the competitors' prices by at least $5. You can get the Australian Gold, Designer Skin, Cal Tan, and the official beauty lotion of Spencer Raxter. Of course, Swedish Beauty Lotions.
Whoa,
yeah. ChiliPeppersTanning.com, the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, the darkest tans. They are your vitamin D headquarters, 27 locations. More on the way. It's Chili Peppers Tanning, y'all. Coming down the stretch, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Terry Foster, Darren McCarty, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter. Sam Flannel, can you come get your people here? Zach Conley. Who would you rather draft, Corum or Bijan? Come on.
No, Bijan Robinson is the best running back prospect in the nation. He's one of the most talented running back prospects I've seen in probably 5 or 10 years, honestly. But Blake Corum, I think what he's done this year is catapult himself into maybe a 3rd, 4th round draft pick because he's shown he can be that every down running back.
Second best running back in the Big Ten.
Blake Corum might be the 4th running back off the board.
Third best running back in the Big Ten.
Yeah, he's behind Donovan Edwards too,
and Ibrahim too.
Ibrahim's pretty damn good.
Okay, I thought I was gonna get him right there.
You can trap him. Just ask him questions. Just keep talking, and he hangs himself.
he bees in the trap. Bees in the trap.
Oh, I can't escape this one.
Around the NFL, just gonna work around the room here. Just give me one thing that stood out to you. For me, it was pretty simple. Who's in first place in the AFC East?
That would be the Miami Dolphins.
Well, they won again, huh?
They did.
Here it comes.
Who's the quarterback?
Tua Tagovailoa, who broke his career high in passing touchdowns with 18. His previous career high was 16.
Right. Huh. Another 280
What's his
plus
winning
yard day.
percentage?
No. Over 70 in his every NFL game ever he's ever played, and climbing.
He's having a damn good year, honestly, and I'm going to give him credit. If we're talking about sort of fringe MVP candidates, you're going to have to start mentioning Tua Tagovailoa. You are.
And you know what?
I don't know if it's fringe.
Yeah, like
Guy,
let's be real.
Fringe in there, bro.
Yeah,
that is tone.
Why can't you just? Yeah, that's brutal.
I
Why
feel
can't
like
you
he's
just
top
say,
5
hey,
in
you know
MVP
what?
candidates.
Okay,
Thank
you can't give him full love. Friend.
Why not?
No, top 5.
Josh Allen is looking up at him right now.
Josh Allen proved to what you said about quarterbacks being injured. He's not right. Throw
Man.
2 picks at the end of
Check the standings.
I'll tell you
Factual.
what. Can we stop with the whole Josh Allen is anywhere near as good as Patrick Mahomes talk for once, please? I love Josh Allen, but Patrick Mahomes' world, and there's everybody else.
You know what? And I'm getting a vibe from Josh Allen right now. Like it's always something, right? Like in the Chiefs game, they ended up losing it. He's got to overcome that. Like I was on the board. I was on the train with everybody else too. But I'm starting to have I'm starting to have some reservations about it. I am for real. You were right about he is no Patrick Mahomes. He's not in that discussion.
No, he's not. He's still a great quarterback, and I think he's going to be the quarterback for the Bills for many, many years to come and maybe win a Super Bowl. But the crowning of Josh Allen before this season, that he should be considered the best quarterback in the NFL above Patrick Mahomes, based on what?
Little premature.
I would say so.
He might be the second best quarterback in that division.
But he's good. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, he's very good.
Absolutely.
But so is
All right.
Tua. D-Mac, what stood out to you over the weekend?
I just like you're talking about the end of that game, Minnesota Buffalo. It always amazes me, and I never played football, but 4 downs from the half-yard line, about pretty much no one punching it in. How it kept out, how the fumbles, the fact what you said, just the fact Josh Allen, right? Who's what 6'5", 6'6", whatever. The execution of even the smallest plays, the quarterback sneak to get some room out of the end zone. He fumbles. Just the fact that Minnesota, they're on this, I don't know what they're on, right? But the Destiny train or whatever like that. But there was the Jefferson catch, some of the plays, the fact that you can never, you can't count Tom Brady out. Tampa just finding a way to win. Different things like that, but exciting. It was an exciting thing. I think the biggest thing I took from the weekend was the fact of the no quit, the desire, and the fact that our young guys made some plays on our team. And it was proud to say on a Sunday night, reflecting over football, is that hey, proud to be a Lions fan with the effort that they gave and the result.
What's the one thing that stood out to you, T-Foss, around the NFL?
That catch. Justin, I have never seen that. I mean, Odell Beckham, he was by himself when he made that one-handed catch. Jefferson stole the ball out of the guy that thought he had both hands on the football, was strong enough to not only snatch it out of his hand, but not drop the damn thing. I'm going to say that's the best catch I've seen. Maybe there was some others that were better, but that's the best one
The David
I've ever
Terrell
seen.
catch on the helmet was luck in the Super Bowl against Rodney Harrison where he caught it on his helmet. But the biggest thing about that catch was watching the replay is watching how it stayed off the ground. You know what I'm saying? There was never a question about did it touch the ground or not. And to Terry's point, I mean, the skill, the high point. When you watch that catch...
He never got the opportunity to mash it on something or to leverage on anything.
Right. He
snatched it.
He sunned it. He made that ball.
That's that 2 hands.
Is that
over top
you
of the
got
ball.
mossed?
Oh yeah.
Okay, want to make sure.
Like
look at that.
That's a catch.
If you're watching at home right now, the Bill guy got 2 hands on it. Jefferson's got a hand in the middle, and he comes down with it.
And that's with their life on the line in the game, too. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Chuck Brewer says, Tom Brady 2-0 since the divorce has been finalized.
It's true.
Yeah.
But his face is still swallowing itself.
That's true, but maybe he doesn't have the pressure from Mama who's in his grill and everything. They've split up and not talking to each other. And that's probably what he needed.
Sam Flannel, come get your people. Kevin T. By the way, I haven't seen you in here before, Kevin T. I do appreciate you tapping in. Says Hill makes Tua. Tua was winning 70% of his NFL games way before Tyreek Hill got there.
Tyreek Hill has helped expedite Tua Tagovailoa's development, along with, I believe, Mike McDaniel's offense.
Was he winning 70% of his games before Tyreek Hill got there?
But he wasn't putting up those kind of numbers, though.
I didn't ask that question.
Tyreek Hill wasn't putting up these kind of numbers either.
And that's actually very, very true. I've been shocked by how productive that Tyreek Hill has been. I know his 2,000-yard season race kind of took a hit this past week, but he could still get it with Tua as his quarterback, and that's
accurate quarterback in the league per Tyreek Hill.
Hey, and you know what? We're starting to see that maybe he was on to something, but he's still no Patrick Mahomes.
Real quickly on this, WoodwardSports.com chat thread, Mike G says, Blake greater than Bijan. Bijan got Horned Frog. So, Mike, you would agree that TCU has a better resume than Michigan did because they held Texas, I believe, was 1 of 13 on third down. They did it, and I heard the committee guy say into the camera, well, TCU is a little too one-directional for us with what they do. They choke Texas out. Another ranked win on the road. Throw another log into the fire. Put some respect on TCU's name around here because I keep seeing that from you people, Sam Flannel.
Talk about us people, like Michigan fans. No, honestly, that was a huge win. I mean, they gave up 3 offensive points to Texas, a team that had Quinn Ewers and Bijan Robinson. That is absolutely unbelievable. And I came into this game thinking that TCU might have been a little bit finesse. They choked the life out of Texas. I couldn't believe it. I was actually pretty upset by that one.
Also, Neal, I think you guys missed one of the biggest storylines from the NFL this weekend.
What's that?
Josh McDaniels might be the worst coach in the history of the NFL. He has that Raiders team with Crosby and Chandler, with Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow, and they lost to the corpse of Matt Ryan and Jeff Saturday coaching the first game of his career that his 10-year-old son doesn't play in.
He just showed up.
Off the bench and beat the Raiders.
And they brought him there to fail.
Yes.
They didn't bring Saturday in to win games.
Press conference, he is literally in tears.
Yeah.
Literally in tears and frustration. That's the worst position as a pro. But there you go. Hey, what does that say? When you bring that up, right? Belichick tree.
Yes.
Get them off the tree, and then they go and they wilter away. They don't get watered elsewhere. What is it? Happens everywhere.
That is more impressive than any Super Bowl Bill Belichick has won.
Yeah.
Real quickly, because
he poisons the rest of the league with his guys.
I know we gotta get to the break right now. But WoodwardSports.com chat poll, since Zach wants it. Okay, we'll poll it. Who will get drafted higher, Bijan or Blake Corum?
I mean, we know what the poll is going to be, and we know
I just want to see him do
what
it.
the actual truth is.
I want to see him do it, and then I want it screenshotted, and then we can run it the day after the draft. And then Sam Flannel can tell us about Ham and Swiss.
What season would Bijan have had behind this?
But then 97% of the people in the chat are going to be wrong.
All right. Let's talk about Swiss.
All right. Swiss Insurance. Not Hammond Swiss, but Swiss Insurance. There's nothing better on game day than a rocking tailgate. With all the fun comes responsibility, too. Host liquor liability is an important coverage when hosting a high school, college, or pro tailgate. Let Mark at Swiss Insurance make sure you are protected so you can enjoy the big game.
Make sure, let him know I got it.
Thanksgiving is all about family and friends. That's why Woodward Sports wants to send you and your crew front row for the Thanksgiving Day football game.
Easy there. Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now?
That's right, you and 3 people that you're thankful for sitting in row number 1. So close you can hear the action, smell the excitement, and taste the glory of Detroit football. All you have to do to enter is retweet or share our post on Twitter and IG and tag 3 of your friends or family. If all 3 of those people are following Woodward Sports too, and we pick your name, you and your crew will all get the best seats inside Ford Field. So hop on Twitter and Instagram and tag your crew. And we'll see you Thanksgiving Day at Ford Field. Brought to you by Lady Jane's and Custom Health Centers.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Neal Ruhl here for Bedrock Detroit. Shop, eat, and play and do it all at once. Decked Out Detroit presents the Downtown Detroit Market's Cadillac Lodge and the new winter version of the Monroe Street Midway. Outdoor fun for everyone with rides, games, snacks. Find the fun at deckedoutdetroit.com. Low key, it's really cool down there.
Yeah.
I do like going down there.
Oh, yeah, it's a
especially
real
during the
nice
holidays.
area.
For real, it is. Go down there, slide in.
We did a live show for Heavyweights, did our first live show from Bedrock. It's nice, man. Yeah.
Any of you guys go downtown and go skating at all? Or take your family or people in from
but
out of town?
I do like going down there. I'll duck into a bar, have a drink, go back out, walk around. It is cool.
My family, we have a tradition every New Year's Day. We go to Troy, the Troy Sports Center, and go ice skating there. Or the Troy Ice Rink, whatever it's called. And we
I just
always
wonder
I see Draper there.
downtown's
I see
good.
Draper there every year.
I usually end up down there about once every 5 years.
Yeah, it is. It's
Somebody
cool. I
wants to
like
go
it down
check
there.
it out.
Braylon will not be joining us. It appears. I would imagine that the bottom line or the final word has big doings with Fox 2 and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, we won't get to hear what he's got to say about that catch, but we all know it was amazing. So
We do.
One thing I did want to touch on for a few minutes of hockey right here is the ebbs and flows of the season, different teams, and what you saw in the last couple games with the game at home against the Rangers where that third period, those things are going to happen, but you don't want it to circulate out of control. What the Red Wings don't have the luxury of is what they showed Saturday in Los Angeles, is getting behind, by 3 goals. They fought back. That's great, but that's 2 games in a row without a point. And as we're going to look at this on Wednesday, because Wednesday's hockey day, 5 for Fighting by DMAC, I'll bring out the questions. You're into the ebbs and flows of the season, but this is how Bettman hockey, how close it is and stuff like this. But at the end of the week, they don't get some points on this road trip, they'll be on the outside looking
Cooked.
in.
You could be cooked. Like, bottom line.
It's the same thing as that's why getting points is so important, no matter where it is. And it's a tough, and look, you're fighting injuries. You're fighting injuries to some of your top guys, but that's part of what it is to play in the NHL. They've been getting some production by guys they've been calling up. You see Jonathan Berger, and he got his, opportunity to get into the lineup the last few games. And so the depth of this team is good, but again, Tuesday back at it in Anaheim tomorrow night. So they need to, Anaheim struggling. Not the Anaheim team, but there's still, you got to go in and get those 2 points.
No, you absolutely do. Woodwardsports.com chat poll, who would get drafted higher? Bijan from Texas, 56% of the vote. Blake Corum, 44%. So they stayed a little more in their shoes than I thought they would.
I think it's going to go Bijan. What's his name from Alabama? What's his name from Alabama?
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs, Ibrahim, Michael Carter, and then
what could be happening is there's some big festival happening downtown with the final word and Michigan fans that we don't know about, so they don't get to vote on this.
That's true.
That could be.
They're sacrificing a goat to the Heisman gods.
Yeah. Easy in our Woodwardsports.com chat thread. I can't believe TCU really about to steal a playoff
They're
spot.
not stealing
There ain't
nothing.
nothing stealing about that, bro. They've taken it to the streets.
Was that game the other night on national television not sort of like the statement game for that program?
100%.
They were what? They were like
start
9-point
shooting birds
underdogs.
everywhere.
It
And
closed
did it
8,
not
yeah.
let you know that, like, TCU, what they did is they're legit?
Road ranked wins, Sam Flannel.
Yeah.
Road rank, and they still got to they got to go to Baylor. Hard place to play.
I'll tell
Baylor
you-
was looking good. They've kind of come up on some hard times
I'll
lately.
tell you what, though, the way Baylor looked against Kansas State, TCU might be able to go in there and win pretty comfortably, but all the pressure's on them right now, so they got to go out there and win it. I mean, I could see them going undefeated and leaving absolutely no doubt. That's on the table.
100%.
Big 12 or Big 10 this year? Better
Big 12.
conference.
Big 12, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Here's the tough question for you. I'm putting you on the selection committee. 1 spot left. Michigan and TCU. Who you picking?
As of today,
As of today.
Well, TCU. Oh, Michigan still has their big win opportunity in Columbus, so that's when it will truly be decided.
So
But
if they win the Ohio State game to you, that makes them better than TCU.
Absolutely, that's the biggest road win of the year by any team, like by any team. Seriously,
yeah, I would agree.
By any team.
To the thing, 2 and 3, right? Ohio State, that's usually what it's going to be. So TCU, all they have to do is take care of business.
Namahi says, at least the Buckeyes tried having an elite team out of conference with Notre Dame. Michigan ran from UCLA. I thought they bailed on the trip to Washington, because they were supposed to go during the COVID year. Then they didn't. They
bailed on
rescheduled
Washington, not UCLA.
Yeah, then they had it scheduled for this year. Michigan bailed on it, and then Michigan State stepped in and took it, and took the L, by the way. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Tons of viewers today. If you're new, we appreciate you. We'll be back again tomorrow, 11 to 1. For D-Mac, T. Foss, Sam Flannel, Spencer Raxter, my name's Neal Ruhl. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.
Tom Kennedy.
Okay.